Welcome to Hood Champion Boxing and Sports. In boxing, you find a way to win or you find a way to lose. First and foremost, please subscribe, hit the like button. Thank you if it's your first time to the channel. Now let's jump into it. Is Deontay Wilder ducking Andy Ruiz? See, that's what I want to know. And see, I'm a Wilder fan. So I'm not a guy who's just going to sit here and rip Wilder. I'm a guy who also believes Deontay Wilder may be onto something with all the stuff he said about Tyson Fury and those fights. So as a result, I don't want to believe Deontay Wilder is a guy who just makes excuses. I don't want to believe that he's out here ducking. But y'all tell me, right? What is going on with Deontay Wilder and Malik Scott to where now they're talking about Deontay Wilder, who's supposed to be fighting March or April, supposed to be fighting Andy Ruiz. But don't be surprised if he fights someone else. There's a mystery opponent that they're kind of having conversations with, trying to work out some negotiations, and also trying to work out a special permit, because you know they're giving out special permits now. Keith Thurman, Earl Spence. Hey, special permit, you don't lose any belts. You bubble up to 154 and fight Keith, right? So you know the special permit exists. So Deontay Wilder, Malik Scott, they're trying to get themselves a special permit. I don't know. Maybe it's duck season. And they're the ducks who don't want to be hunted. But my thing is, who the hell is this mystery opponent? And why in the world wouldn't Deontay Wilder fight Andy Ruiz? And in my opinion, it's an easy fight. Now, I'm not trying to downplay Andy Ruiz. I've been watching Andy Ruiz. Man, I got over to, for those of you who don't know, man, I retired Air Force, right? But when I was in Okinawa from 2010 to 2015, I was watching Andy Ruiz. I remember that's the first time I saw it. He used to come on the AFN network. And I saw him. I was like, man, who was this little fat, bald head, baby face looking guy in the ring? And I saw him fight, and I was like, whoa, this guy's a problem. Okay? So fast forward to where we are now, right? I've been watching him to when Andrew, I don't even think Andrew Ruiz had like 10 fights or something. But I remember I was like, that guy is a problem. And then, I came back to the States, late 15, following him up while I was in Illinois. And then come out here to where I'm at now, and you see where he's at, I'm not surprised. So I want to make sure I put that out there that Andy Ruiz is the real deal. But for Deontay Wilder, I think it's an easy fight. Styles make fights, right? All Wilder has to do, jab, keep him at bay, come with the big right hand. Andy Ruiz is not hard to hit. Problem is if you miss him, because he has decent head movement, but if you miss him and he closes the gap, you're in trouble, especially for a guy like Deontay Wilder who can't tie opponents up. And this is my thing. Are they concerned that maybe he can't control the distance, control the range, control the real estate in the ring, and that Andy Ruiz can close the gap on him and get a shot off on him like he did against AJ? But the problem is AJ landed a good shot on Ruiz. Thought Ruiz was out of there. AJ hits hard, but Andrew Ruiz has a solid chin. I personally don't think Andy Ruiz can stand up to Deontay Wilder's right hand. The reason I say that, because no one else has been able to, okay? So, I mean, it's not because I'm biased to Wilder. These are facts that we're talking here. Let's take the emotion out of it. If Deontay Wilder hits you, you're out of here. Simple. You're going down faster than a plate of Alabama barbecue, all right? But the mystery opponent, what are we talking about here? So, obviously, Deontay Wilder, by even talking about a mystery opponent, that means he's no longer, well, before I say this, right, I was about to make an assumption. Let's understand this before I go the direction I was about to go. If Andy Ruiz and Deontay Wilder are fighting for the eliminator to go fight the winner of Fury and Usyk, right, and Deontay Wilder chooses not to fight Andy Ruiz, this is where the politics come in, people. This is where y'all got to be thinking. Pay attention. See how this stuff works. If Deontay Wilder doesn't fight Andy Ruiz, he chooses to fight someone else, right? Wilder shouldn't be and no damn title eliminator. But if he fights someone else and they make that the WBC eliminator for the winner of Fury Usyk, that's foul. Don't get me wrong, I like Wilder. I'm always rooting for Wilder, but I'm rooting for Andy Ruiz too. But that would be foul, because that means Andy Ruiz just falls off to the side. And there's a chance of that happening. And the reason why I say there's a chance of that happening, because there was an article published that was talking about Deontay Wilder being somebody in boxing in the heavyweight division. And when you're somebody, when you have that name, when you have that kind of pull, certain things happen to accommodate your desires. And I don't agree with that, but it is what it is. So when we think about it in the heavyweight division, right? Who could possibly be a mystery opponent who's as big a name or bigger a name than Andy Ruiz? Now, first we got to look at out there in the PBC stable, right? What heavyweight do they possibly have for Deontay Wilder? You gonna throw him in there with Frank Sanchez? Is Frank Sanchez a bigger name than Andy Ruiz? You know Deontay Wilder likes taking care of his people. Maybe throw him in there with Luis Ortiz again. I doubt it. But you never know. But that name isn't as big as Andy Ruiz right now. I mean, you know, so I don't think fans are going to go crazy over that matchup. We know Deontay Wilder's been talking a lot about going across the water, fighting in the UK. We know he's not fighting AJ. AJ's coming back to fight an Australian fighter. If you didn't know, go check out the video I just did, right? Just according to Eddie Hearn and the guys over in Matchroom. That's the plan. And AJ's out there training with Derek James right now in Dallas, so returning in April. So who could Deontay Wilder be fighting? Joe Joyce? He ain't fighting shit. I don't think it's Dillian White. I know for a fact, what's his name? Eddie Hearn not gonna put Dillian White in there with no damn Deontay Wilder. Period. So then you got Derek Chisora. I mean, Derek Chisora is crazy enough to do it. Maybe Deontay Wilder goes to fight Derek Chisora. But Derek Chisora just got beat down by Tyson Fury. So, I mean, I don't know. Outside of that, Joseph Parker, Daniel Dubois. I mean, it'd be an easy win for Deontay Wilder to go pick up a little title. Right? But to be quite honest with you, I don't know who this mystery opponent could be. I don't. But I tell you what, I'm not sure Deontay Wilder wants to get back in that ring with Tyson Fury. Okay? Now, that is probably the biggest fight for Deontay Wilder outside of AJ. I think AJ is a big fight, but I think even for Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury, a lot of people may say, oh, Tyson Fury beat him all 3 times. I get it. But if you look at it, I should have posted a video in here so you can see. I did a video kind of encapsulating all the crap from the first Wilder fight to the last fight. And all the things that have come up, all the rumors, all the things that were said. People gave Wilder a hard time for it. Some people said, hey, Fury's guilty. Some people said Wilder's delusional. I took it all and compacted it into a video. And I tried to make sense of everything. And when you watch that video, I think you may just have an open mind. You watch that video, because I'm hitting you with facts. I'm not hitting you with my opinion. You're going to see things a little bit different. So if he was to fight Tyson Fury a 4th time, I don't know. But if the storyline is told correctly, I think that can kind of light a fire underneath the boxing fans and the international community who support sports and supports boxing, and it can make the 4th fight even bigger than the first 3. I'm just saying. But that being said, Deontay Wilder doesn't seem to be, I don't think he's interested in that. But also, let me quit saying Deontay Wilder. Malik Scott seems to be the guy who's really has an influence over what Deontay Wilder is doing. We see he's out there trying to work with him, improve his style. To me, he's taking a lion and turning him into a pussycat. Deontay Wilder's not a float like a butterfly, sting like a bee type guy. That's just not him. He's a basic 1-2. And that's all you need to do to win the fight. Do it, keep it simple, okay? It's like the distance to travel between 2 points, you know what I mean? Straight line, you know what I mean? Why sit here just because you can go and do loop-de-loops and all kind of crap, you know, to get from point A to point B? No, just go on a straight line and get the job done. Keep it simple. Deontay Wilder, 1-2, boom, bing, you out of there. But I don't know. I haven't heard anything. You know, Deontay Wilder, the only video he posted is him out there kind of on a dinner date with his statue, whatever the hell he had going on. But outside of that, he hasn't really surfaced. He just kind of goes back into the Alabama bush and chills out there on the lake and whatever. So I'm not really sure what Deontay Wilder has going on. But I do know this whole thing about a mystery opponent, I think we as boxing fans are kind of beyond all the games, all the BS. Just shoot us straight. We don't have time for you and this, country boy folklore and all that bullshit. Just come on out and tell us who you're fighting. If it's a mystery, you're fighting the Sasquatch, you're fighting the Chupacabra, you're fighting Joe Joyce, you're fighting Chisora, whoever you're fighting, or who you want to fight, just tell us who the mystery opponent is. But I just can't see the way the sanctioning bodies are operating right now in boxing, right? The sanctioning body's not playing around. They want what they want. I can't see Deontay Wilder being able to just kind of squirm his way out of that fight with Ruiz. Because I personally think boxing and the sanctioning bodies are all about their money. They know a big fight is to have Wilder and Fury 4. And some people may say, well, why do you think that? But because, man, I'm trying not to get into that in this video, but I'm going to wait and see what happens. Then I'm going to get into it. Then I'm going to get into what I was about to say. But I put it to you this way. It has something to do with Kinahan. And I'm not going to get into that because people say, oh, here we go again. Nah, man. If they force a Wilder Fury 4, if they're really pushing for Wilder to fight Ruiz, which we know he's going to beat him, and I hate to talk like that, that's a strong assumption, but I feel Wilder beats Ruiz, all right? He clips Ruiz, and now he goes and he fights Fury. Because Fury and Usyk is supposed to be for one fight. I don't know what's going to be finalized. My understanding is no rematch and all of that. Fury has to fight Usyk, and then he's open to fight. It's supposed to be Wilder next. Y'all know the WBC has a lot of pull. All right? This isn't something I'm making up. This is what was reported by the WBC, right? Suleiman. Wilder fights Usyk, and then he goes on to fight whoever the winner of Ruiz and Wilder. They didn't say that Fury would be fighting the winner of Fury and of Wilder and Ruiz after the rematch with Usyk, after the trilogy with Usyk. They just said after he fights Usyk, if he wins, then the next in line is the winner of Wilder and Ruiz. So I took that as no rematch and nothing going on between Fury and Usyk. But then again, that hasn't finalized yet. But if it's finalized, then we'll find out, all the specifics in the contract. But if they're going to go ahead and push for this Fury 4, I'm going to do my best, to do my homework, give y'all a proper a video about what the hell is going on. But that being said, for right now, we need to figure out what the hell is going on with Wilder and Ruiz, if he's going to allow the mystery opponent, if they're going to actually allow him and that mystery opponent to be in a title eliminator for the WBC title. That's what we need to understand. But this mystery opponent, I'm not sure who it is, because when you look at just what's out there in the heavyweight landscape, I mean, what names are really bigger than Andy Ruiz that's going to really bring the most money? Now, they could, this is coming from way out in the left field. Wilder could go out to China and fight Jaleel Zhang. You know how many people in China, don't you? You know how much money that could generate? Now, I'm not saying that's going to happen. What I'm saying is a mystery opponent, so I'm just trying to think, if Deontay Wilder, he already has his exit strategy. 3 more years, okay? That's about 6 more fights. He already had one, okay? So he's all about his money. I can't see him going into a fight with an opponent that's not going to pay him handsomely, okay? And the PBC is not doing the best to pay their fighters right now. So I could see where he decides to go and do something outside the country to really make serious money. Everything he does has to be a win for him right now. And when I'm talking about a win, I'm talking about as far as his purse. All right? He's earned that right. But right now, I don't know. I'm not going to lie to you and tell you some BS just to get y'all to watch my videos. What I'm telling you right now is let's try to really critically approach this in our thinking and who could it possibly be? The only one I could possibly think of is Joe Joyce. Joe Joyce, that's it. But we don't know. So when they throw, stuff like that out there, that's where everybody takes it and goes crazy. I think it's Joe Joyce. If not Joe Joyce, Daniel Dubois. Because Dubois makes sense because he can snatch up a quick title. Either Joe Joyce or Dubois. That's it. But at the end of the day, we'll wait and see what happens. More to come on Deontay Wilder. Some people say he's ducking Andy Ruiz. Some people say Andy Ruiz beats him, but I mean, I don't know. But I would like to know, no matter who, if he decides not to fight Ruiz, right? The opponent he selects, is that opponent now going to be in a title eliminated with Wilder for the WBC? That's the boxing politics bullshit I talk about. And if that happens, that's a foul because Andy Ruiz deserves better. Ever since he came back from that loss to AJ, he's been out here grinding, doing his thing, working with new trainers, trying to, work on his skill set, get in the ring, and do his best. So, although he's been scratching and clawing to get to those victories, he's been able to do it. To just come and take that opportunity away from him, I just think that's foul. But I'm sure there'd be some kind of compensation if they did that because Andy Ruiz isn't stupid, and he's earned his right to at least get a nice step-aside fee. But that being said, y'all keep cool. More to come on Wilder, on boxing. Try to get y'all some more videos. I get busy during the day with my kids, man, so you know how it is. Y'all keep cool. I appreciate everyone. Thanks if you supported the channel before. If you haven't and you choose to do so, thank you. Like and subscribe. I'm in the breeze.